Alright, what's up everybody? We've had our Model X Raven refresh for about 1 month, and I've noticed some really insane things about the range and the charging speed. It's supposed to be 325 out the door, but it's leaning a lot closer to 330. The full self-driving, the autopilot hardware, cosmetic changes, audio changes, just a whole host of refinements and improvements and modifications, and I'll tell you all about them right now. Alright, so let's very quickly get right into the meat and potatoes. Project Raven. The battery is supposed to go 325, as I had mentioned, but it's closer to 330. It's a giant improvement over the 310. The jumps we're getting in battery range are just dynamic. ICE cars are pulling less than 1% improvements every year, sometimes no improvements at all. And this is getting a 6% improvement in just the battery capacity, and I believe more improvement in the range also. And we got all that within just 1 year. I've also noticed this car seems to charge faster. I'll set it for a 13-hour slow charge overnight, and upon waking up about 8-9 hours later, it's done, which is a little surprising, but it's also great. Now, for the best part of this car, in my opinion, that is the efficiency. This thing is on a whole nother level. It's a whole nother step in the right direction. I can be cruising at 70 plus with the air conditioning going, and it's still ahead of the range curve that it's shown on the Tesla screen. As you can see from these graphs, it kind of gives you the impression that the longer you drive it, the more efficient it's going to get. It just keeps getting better and better as time goes on. Now, Sean Mitchell, he did a great video with this with a 14-mile sample of the range, resulting in another 6% upgrade on top of the 6% I previously mentioned about the battery. But over a much larger number, much larger test, I believe it to be closer to about 10% efficiency. And if you turn on range mode, you turn off your AC, you drive like a normal person, basically you optimize your conditions for your battery and your efficiency, I think you can pull about 15-16% casually without really trying. We plan to push it to the limit soon, and it's extremely quick, being heavier, very surprising for a heavy SUV. Project Raven also had a whole host of other changes, besides just the new motor and the new drive shaft and the range. It's also the new suspension. The new suspension is a game changer. It is so smooth. It has custom settings. It has auto settings. It lowers down when you park to let you out. Highway, city, saves on gas mileage efficiency. It's just the whole nine. Here's a quick video breaking down the raising and the lowering. It's actually quite a huge gap that it can make and take away in this video. There's some descriptions of what it does from the car itself. It also comes with a jack mode to lift it up in case you get a flat tire. It's very easy. Les Schwab can change it for about $20. Yeah, there's also a small Easter egg in the new suspension. When you put your car into James Bond mode and you get the underwater submarine James Bond car, the heights on the suspension change to leagues, and you are then allowed to select 20,000 leagues if you so choose. There's also other league choices, but it's just a nice extra Easter egg for the suspension. These Ravens did come with an interior refresh, but it is the same refresh that came within that year in Tesla. In the other S and X models, it is not exclusive, but it is nice. The power electronics use a very efficient silicon carbide-based components, the ones just like in the Model 3. The S and the X just got version 3 supercharging eligibility at 200 kilowatts per hour. I noticed reduced cabin noise, especially in the front of the cabin, but also in the rear of the cabin, but extremely high in the front of the cabin. There is no engine noise, significantly less vibration, as shown here. This came with the full self-driving 3.0 and the autopilot hardware 4.0, the cameras, the dash cam, the Sentry mode. They really show the difference, the picture quality in the frames. The Model 3 computer, I believe, it is just maxed out with what it's got going on, and the new computer is just breezing through the processes that are thrown at it. The Model X is also one of the safest 3 cars on the road. Tesla did a great job proving it, so I'll let them do it.
This Model X refuses to roll over. Unlike most SUVs, which tend to roll over with ease, the Model X continues to return to an upright position. Here's why the Model X was the first SUV to receive a perfect crash test rating.
The Raven, however, did not come with a 1450 adapter, and nor do any other Teslas now. So check out our other video on how to fix the Tesla adapters. Those are also going sold out on the site. Now that they're not coming with the cars anymore, it threw us for a loop at first. Made a video to help others from having this problem. We got a video testing the range of this coming up. We're going to push it to the ringers and testing it versus our other Tesla's Model 3. Thank you very much for watching Tips for Tesla.
We're going to solve the gas crisis.
Oh, good. Kidding me? Gasoline's like 1,000 times more expensive than electricity.
And you know what?